Hello again, and welcome to Greatest Good Tarot. We're going to do another current events reading concerning World War III. It's been everywhere, it's in the news, it's been speculated about. There are so many things going on behind the scenes that if you Google them, have actually been talked about since January. There are certain air bases here in the UK that have uh, basically built storage facilities for the US to store nuclear missiles and all that kind of stuff going on. It's absolutely crazy shenanigans. And this is back in January, just like on the BBC News website. So it's all craziness going on, crazy shenanigans. So what exactly are we heading towards? Without having to say the word crazy another time, because quite frankly, I'm not on commission on the crazy front of saying the word anyway. So a little bit of housekeeping while we're shuffling this. First off, thank you so much for everybody, all you sexy minxes who have subscribed to this channel. Thank you so much for your generous comments and suggestions and ideas and general support. It's been beautiful the last week or so. It's just ballooned into something amazing. So thank you sincerely. Thank you very much indeed. So then, can we have some insight about World War III, please? World War III, current events, current affairs. Makes me sound like some sort of news report, which this is not. So let's have a look at this. World War III. Moving on. Six of Needles. Six of Needles. Unknown card is one of the 4 extra cards in this deck. It's all about being for the new boys and girls, because on Twitch we've been there for years, so a lot of people know what this is. Basically, we know what's inside this egg. We don't have to smash it open to go, oh yeah, there's a chick in there, look at that, and because then you can't put it all back together and the chick to do its thing. So it's the faith that we know what's inside there. Okay, leaning on that faith to go, we're good. We understand what's happening. We understand what's going on behind closed doors. We have faith because we know for sure, we know the truth without having to say it. 2 of buttons, 10 of buttons. Wow. This is interesting. This is interesting because from the 6 of Needles, this feels like taking a mini leap of faith. We are moving beyond where we were previously. This feels very much, this line especially feels like Ukraine and Russia. We've moved on from where we were. There's already talks. There's already things going on behind the scenes that are not talked about, even though the Ukrainian president or prime minister, one of the two, was meeting up with Trumpy Trump the other day while they were in the UN and stuff like that. There's back doors being talked. There much more is being going on than has been mentioned in the news. So that's why we've got this healing going on, this mini leap of faith, this definite movement forward. Hence why it's behind the closed doors. 2 of buttons. This is someone else. This is kind of another ilk, another committee, another group of people who their priority is to make the money. Their priority is to really wring dry the opportunities that are available, unfortunately. So we've got these 2 specific groups, the kind of like the new guard, as it were, and the old guard. The new guard that are like, we can move on from this. We've got much greater things going on in Israel and so on and so forth. This has been and gone. Come on, we need to sit around a table and sort it out. But there's people involved that are, they haven't quite made enough money yet, unfortunately. And it's like, come on, we can push this further. So there's definitely 2 groups going on here. 6 of matches, they're going to be successful. 6 of wands, success, victory. The new guard are going to win out. It's absolutely fine. Ten of matches upright in this deck is an accomplishment. It's a win. We've completed the cycle. We've made it happen. A burden is in reverse. It's like that's the negative side of this in this deck. So, and then they're pissed off. Seven of Cups. Sorry, they're daydreaming, thinking outside the box. How can we reignite this? We want to make more money. Literally, this they all they want to do is more money, more money. Jeez, it's disgusting coming out here. So the Ukraine thing, Russia thing, very much they're going to be successful winning this, kind of like petering it out, turning down the volume, trying to come up with a deal and bringing people together and actually start talking in public instead of behind closed doors. That's good. That's beautiful. However, the fact that the old guard, as we've called them here, are still thinking of opportunities and ways to reignite it or find another area where they can start making more money at. It does not feel good. Very kind of, very rarely do I say this word, evil intent. You know, they don't give a crap about the lives lost, the crap about the damage and the destruction it's all about the bottom line. It's all about making as much money as possible, and that is wow. This is very much about the Ukraine Russia, because I started talking about it at the beginning with like all the nuclear warheads in the UK. I know there's a load in Germany as well. People are kicking up a fuss at the fact they're in Germany. So we're very much talking about Russia and Ukraine on this one. I think we'll have to do another spread in this reading, like in this video about the Middle East. But the Queen of Needles is kind of cold. This is not happening. That's it. Full stop. Hermit card, especially with the Seven of Cups here. Back to the drawing board. This group is kind of like, how are we going to make this happen? Clarity. Finally, we got some clarity and a breakthrough. And the Moon card, following people's intuition, kind of. This is such a relief to have this reading. I appreciate right now, as I record this, nothing much has changed. Coming up, this has been going on in the background for quite some weeks. I would almost say 2 months, kind of. This like new guard going to be successful, determining a solution. The old guard, quite literally, their only priority is to make more money, which is quite disgusting. Actually, I'm genuinely, I haven't felt that sort of energy from a group of people so repugnant, you know, for quite some time. So let me just let's just have a truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. We've got alliances are coming. Alliances, trust, building, like having honesty with the merit making, which is all about, once again, having faith, kind of leaning into that spiritual side of things. All turning up in a relaxed kind of like everyone's eye to eye, everyone's equal kind of energy, kind of everyone's having the faith to step up and go, come on, let's sort this out. It's fated. The robbery card here is about the unfairness of it and the almost the stupidity, I want to say, about it. Fate is a 10 as well. So once again, ending a cycle, ending the Russia-Ukraine thing. So let's have a look at this. So nightmare, yeah. Trap. Oh, interesting. Victory, triumphant. And I like the sweetheart thing here. The purity of it. the purity of their connect. Oh, sorry, I just didn't realize that was reflecting that. So it's kind of leaning into the faith of it, leaning into, like I said, eye to eye, like an honest approach, an honest um, meeting of minds. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is such a relief. And this does feel quite quick, actually. This feels like the end of the year. By the end of just after Christmas. I don't want to say like the New Year, like New Year's Day, that kind of thing. It's like just before like the 31st, I would say, like New Year's Eve. It's like the last thing. It feels like very much I can see the images I'm getting is fireworks and the book closing. So it's yeah. This trap, um, they're not happy. This old guard is not happy. They feel like they've been hoodwinked into it. This is the worst thing possible. They thought they could milk this proper dry, and this is their worst nightmare. They thought they could escalate this, which is sickening, really. All because of money and resources, and land is important as well. Let's use this other deck to. Can we look into the Middle East, please? The conflict with Israel and the Middle East, please, with Iran, with the World War III. There, how we looking with that kind of thing? Is it going to escalate? Thank you. Right. I don't like cutting normally, you see. I like them to just how far they drop. Sometimes they flip over as well to kind of give us a little bit more kind of footnotes to the reading as well, especially for current events like this. So what we got here? Six of Wands, success. Organised with the Hierophant. Page of Pentacles, the Magician. This feels like the two parties. This feels like the Page of Pentacles feels like, and I don't want to be disrespectful in it for anyone involved, but that feels like Iran, Hamas, the little guys kind of clubbing together kind of energy. Magician, Israel, the West that protects Israel, that kind of stuff. It's like they're like playing completely different games. Page of Pentacles feels as if they're playing checkers. The Magician's playing chess. It's that kind of energy about it. Ten of Pentacles, wow. Again, King of Cups, Seven of Wands. It's going back to the different games. Sorry, these are made of kind of like of a plastic. As you can see, they're shiny. It's just they keep moving around. I like a matte card, but never mind. King of Cups feels like like old Biddy Biden or Trumpy Trump, kind of like president kind of energy, stepping in and going, sort this crap out. Ten of Pentacles, it feels like the value, the wealth of it happening, like this change, the success. Seven of Wands, this is not something along the lines of going back to the chess and the checkers thing. There's something here that it's not their intent. We're being kind of like, I don't know, it's not hoodwinked. It's like, but we're not being told the truth about the actual intent, the reasons. Are there really any reasons for anything like this, but there's something here. The Seven of Wands it feels as if there's another kind of storyline or thing actually going on. And the boom kasplat kind of stuff of war, not to make it sound like a 1960s Batman episode, but it's like that is almost like a distraction. It's almost, that's not what's actually going on here. It's something. Nine of Cups, manifesting something in. Knight of Cups. There's a lot of emotions high here. It's also interesting that this knight is bringing the 10th cup here. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups between them. And we've got the 3 of Cups. Lots of cups. Overarching Ace of Cups. So there's definitely going to be some sort of very quickly. What's the under? Chariot. Yeah, very, very quickly. Underarching energy, overarching energy, just in case for the new boys and girls who want to know. I'm really interested. I want to get the dinky deck out because this is the actual cause of the matter. I'll tell you what it is, what it feels like. You know, going back, and I know this is kind of Doctor Who back in time, doobly-doo. You know when North Korea would kick up a stink when they wanted more money or more resources, or they wanted to start talking to America and they'd throw a rocket up. You know, that back in the day, like 10 years, 7 years, 5 years ago. It's that kind of energy. It's that sort of, I don't want to say manipulation, but gameplay. I think gameplay is the right way of putting it. There's something there with the Seven of Wands where we're not being let me can we clarify the Seven of Wands, please? Seven of Wands, please. Thank you. So I love this down here where there's going to be this kind of emotional connections and things are going to be resolved and there's things happening. I'm not feeling a timeline though at the moment, but it almost feels like this celebration and this kind of coming together and this kind of wish coming true and manifesting it into kind of a peace deal or something or other. This is for show almost. It's good, don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. Anything to stop senseless violence is beautiful. But it's not the full truth. Can we clarify the Seven of Wands, please? Can we clarify the Seven of Wands, please? Decision needs to be made. Some sort of plotting, planning, and scheming for the whole. I'm being drawn to the world in his hands kind of thing. It's an overarching energy. We've got to be careful because of YouTube. The Star card. So it's divinely guided. It's something else. Ten of Pentacles again. It's almost as if, and the Strength card, it's almost as if there's a missing payment. There's a missing some form of deal that X amount of money should have been transferred or X amount of resources should have been passed along, or it's something like that. And that's why they're like, this it all kind of fizzles out, thankfully, because the resources, the Ten of Pentacles coming up so many times, um, Seven of Wands again. The it's like finally the payment is transferred. Finally, the payment is made. Finally, the resources are distributed. Finally, whatever it is, it, the click and drag is done, or a new payment plan is organized. It's that kind of feeling. So so quite literally, when we started off here with one is playing checkers, which felt like Iran and Gaza and all those, like, clubbing together in some respects there, and Hamas and all that, and then the magician is some like Israel, kind of just doing their own thing. That's what with chess, and that's why there's some form of agreement that needs to be planned out or organized, or there's something involving this this sort of transaction. I want to call it a transaction. We've got the Seven of Cups, and then Seven of Wands again, as if they're quite literally defending their ground, defending their bank account, defending their like Amazon Prime delivery. We want this to be whatever it is, and it's how do we get this resolved? How do we can we find a better payment plan? Can we find a better? This has turned into a real. It's happened again, people. I had the good intention to start off with one thing, and it's ended up somewhere else. So we're going with truth, knowledge, and wisdom for the Middle East conflict, please. The truth, knowledge, and wisdom for the Middle East conflict, please. Natural disaster, schedule. This is the two of the plotting, planning, scheming. The schedule card here. Once again, the managing of it, the plotting, the planning, and the scheming. Natural disaster, the frustration of it. The wind cleansing, the blowing through, kind of making it all organized and getting it back to how it should be. Plot. It's interesting. It came out. Good news. Wow. Family. It's the bond bringing it back down. Almost like it's the Four of Wands in this deck, as it were. Kind of the 11-11 card. Kind of that bond, that feeling homely, feeling safe again. Compromise, an agreement is reached, and then it's calm again with the Three of Cups. Yes, peace. Wow, that is amazing. That is brilliant. That is really. I'm actually very thankful about this reading. This is how it de-escalates. But please, in the comments down below, along with your suggestions for other current event readings and that kind of stuff, can you please share if you see something in the news about this kind of, I don't want to call it a sly deal, but some form of missed payment or missed situation or missed delivery of something. Oh, excuse me. Wow, that really came from nowhere. As if we're almost like not supposed to talk about it. Share it below, please. If you see it, share it below. But definitely, success. Excuse me. Wow. You really don't want me to talk about it. Oh, sorry about that. But this is both of these readings have come out so beautifully. So I think we'll end it there for now. If you haven't already, please click subscribe. We do current events, and we also do timeless readings as well for the collective. If you see a collective reading, when it randomly pops up in your feed, that's the time, 9 times out of 10, that's the time that you're meant to hear it. That's the plan of those anyway. That's my intent that I'm putting out there, and it seems to be working at the moment. But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. Speak to you soon.